Good evening and welcome to the Seminole County Board of County Commission second budget hearing for September 22nd, 2020. This is a public hearing for the purpose of hearing public comments regarding the tentatively adopted millage rates and budget, amending the budget as desired by the board, and adopting the final millage rates and county budget for fiscal year 2020-2021 as required by Florida's law. This budget hearing in Seminole County's intent to adopt the final millage rates and budget for fiscal year 2021 was advertised in the Orlando Sentinel newspaper on Thursday, September 17th, 2020. With that, we will ask our county manager and staff to discuss the final millage rates, and I would also ask that the public please silence any of your cell phones or electronic devices.
Thank
Ms.
you,
Brown?
Chairman Lori. Good evening. I'm Lori Bailey Brown. Oh, sorry. Good evening. I'm Lori Bailey Brown, Chief Financial Officer and Resource Management Director for the Seminole County Board of County Commissioners. Tonight we are holding our final public hearing to adopt the fiscal year 2021 millage rates and budget in accordance with Florida statutes. The first public hearing to adopt the tentative millage rates and budget was held on September 9th, 2020. Tonight is our second public hearing to adopt the final millage rates and budget for the fiscal year 2021. Tonight's meeting was advertised in accordance with Florida statutes on September 17th in the Orlando Sentinel. Today's hearing will discuss the final millage rates and adopted budget. The fiscal year 2021 budget presented for adoption is based on the millage rate shown here. The first column shows the FY20 adopted millage rates. The second column shows the FY21 final millage rates to be adopted. The third column shows the rollback rates, which would generate the same amount of property taxes as the prior year, excluding new construction and adjustments for community redevelopment districts. The final column shows the percentage increase in the proposed tentative millage rates over the rollback millage rates. We will read each of the proposed rates and the rollback rates for the record later in this meeting. Here are the increases in taxable property values for each taxing authority, detailing the percentage increase related to new construction. Property values increased approximately 7%, with 1.5% attributable to new construction. The final millage rates will generate a combined $252.7 million in FY21, including an additional $11.4 for the general fund, which will be used to offset decreases in non-ad valorem revenue due to the economic shutdown, and for public safety and transportation. Combined fire fund ad valorem revenue will increase by $4.5 million, and the unincorporated road district property tax revenue will increase by $100,000 in FY21. The total countywide budget is $904.3 million, which includes $608,000 of adjustments from the first public hearing budget, primarily due to new grant awards from the state of Florida. Details of all adjustments can be found on page 45 of the budget document. This slide shows your total proposed expenditure budget of $637.4 million by service area. This excludes interfund transfers and reserves. Public safety and physical environment are the largest areas of service and together represent 65% of the countywide budget. Public safety includes fire and the sheriff, and physical environment includes water utilities and solid waste. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, and we sincerely appreciate all the work that the Budget Office is continuing to do on behalf of the county. Do we have someone that's approaching? All right, we'll go to public comment. Clint, do we have anybody on the line?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll open up to those in the room. I have one form request to speak by Mr. John Horvath. Mr. Horvath, please come down.
Am I allowed to remove my face mask? So
Please, when you get up to the podium, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, every place I go, everything's different, so, you know.
Right.
Okay, John Horvath, 1004 Bradford Drive, Winter Park, Florida. That's the unincorporated part of Seminole County with the Winter Park mailing address. As many of you know, I've been before this board many years over the budgets, and I know each year as it grows, the county's growing, so costs go up. And I'm glad that the county has worked hard on this budget. I know there's some shifts in the wind with the COVID and stuff, and hopefully some of this things will level out as the county opens up and businesses open up. And want to make a comment. I know the Fire Station 11 that you and Eldamont worked jointly, that was kind of unexpected. When that came up, you had to work a deal with that to build that station. I know that's going vertical. You got 39 in the budget up in the Lake Mary area, I believe, somewhere, and that's going to be needed because that will fill in a gap up there and help with response times throughout the county, because you have in your data thing, you want a 5-minute response time. Well, when you have an area that's not in a 5-minute response time, that puts a strain on all the other units in the area. Now, I understand first alarm, first response, you know, you get a major fire, you're bringing in the units, but when you have the primary station there, it reduces the time, because just like 29 you built out in Jamestown, I know that's been very busy since you opened it up, what is it, 2 years ago now? I look at the pulse point and see all the calls and trying to figure out where everything is, but as you know, the county's growing. We have approximately 475,000 people now, and I've seen figures, the numbers, we're going to have 530 in 10 years. Well, we can't stop doing infrastructure needs because we have a problem. We got to watch the budget, but we still have to meet those 50,000 new residents that are going to come in the next 10 years. And a lot of it is so much infill that people don't see it because it is infill, a development here, piece here. I know up in the 46 area, a lot of acreage is going up to development. Out where I live, some 5-acre tracts have disappeared with 10, 15, 20 homes. I'm by Hawks Nest, which is a big San Pedro piece, and I drive by there every day. I go in there periodically. It's like they must have a pump. And you go by, and the streets are in, the fire hydrants are in, and then no houses. And you go by 2 weeks later, and there's 6 houses under construction. So there's a lot of construction going on there. Plus up where my daughter lives in Tuscaloosa, the big development up in Tuscaloosa there. So there's a lot going on. I don't get out anymore like I used to, but when I do get out, I see it. So we need to keep up. I know we got to watch the money. I've had a discussion with Nicole over this, and you still have to maintain and do the infrastructure, like I said to this board, over the years, when we were in the downturn of the recession. So you've done a good job, and I hope you keep working with the other cities and the school board to work coordinatedly for things and what have you. So you've done a good job, and keep up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
very
Horvath.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Anyone else here from the public that wishes to comment? Clint, do we have anybody on the line in abundance of caution?
No, sir.
Thank you. With that being said, we will now close the meeting for public comment and move to the Board of County Commission for discussion or action.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to adopt the FY 2020-21 general countywide ad valorem tax rate of 4.8751 mils.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion?
Well, I would just like to say that it's not an increase in millage over last year,
Yes.
because I think there's been some confusion about that in the
Yes.
public
Seem to.
because
you.
of the way that we have to advertise based on the legislature's requirements. So
Very good
I
point.
feel like as many times as we say it, there's always somebody who hasn't yet heard it. So thought I'd go
Right.
ahead and say it
Or
again.
they've heard it and they don't care.
Or they've heard it and they don't care. That's the other
Or they've
option.
heard it and interpreted it for what they want.
That's right.
Their benefit.
Very good point. Any further input or discussion? All right, we'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, passes unanimous. Staff will now read the established millage rates into the public record.
What do you want to do the others?
We need two more. Two more.
So, I'll make a motion to adopt the fiscal year 2021 unincorporated road district MSTU ad valorem tax rate of 0.1107 mils.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, it's unanimous.
Mr. Chairman, motion to adopt the FY 2020/21 Fire District MSTU and ad valorem tax rate of 2.7649 mils.
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, pass unanimous. Staff will now read the established millage rates into the public record.
The final adopted countywide general fund tax rate of 4.8751 mils represents a 5.51% increase over the rollback rate of 4.6205 mils. The final adopted county municipal fire services district property tax rate of 2.7649 mils represents a 5.35% increase over the rollback rate of 2.6245 mils. The final adopted unincorporated road district ad valorem tax rate of 0.1107 mils represents a 5.33% increase over the rollback rate of 0.1051 mils. The final adopted aggregate millage rate for all BCC taxing districts is 6.9011 mils, which represents a 5.1% increase over the current year aggregate rollback millage rate of 6.5662 mils.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion for the fiscal year 2021 millage levy resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move the adoption of the millage levy resolution for fiscal year 2021, inclusion of the millage rate announced.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Hearing none, passes unanimous. I'll entertain a motion to approve the budget adjustments as detailed, inclusive of any BCC changes approved during the public hearing.
Mr. Chairman, I'll motion to approve the budget adjustments of the fiscal year 2021 tentative budget totaling $608,409.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, pass unanimous. I'll entertain a motion to approve the fiscal year 2021 budget resolution.
Motion to adopt the budget resolution let me get that out. Motion to adopt the budget resolution for fiscal year 2021.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Hearing none, passes unanimous. Meeting is hereby closed.
Thanks to all staff and our